Hello, and welcome to another video here at iUniversity Prep. My name's Andres Betancourt, and today we are going to be discussing how to conjugate reflexive verbs. And we're going to be defining what exactly is a reflexive verb. So, reflexive verbs, generally they're going to be kind of routine items that you do, but I want you to think of them as this. Reflexive verbs are verbs where the action returns to the actor. Okay, the person that does the action also receives the action. So you get yourself out of bed, you dress yourself, you comb your own hair, you brush your own teeth, you dry yourself after the shower, you put makeup on yourself. You yourself go to sleep, right? You close your eyes, maybe some quicker than others, and then your mind turns off and you're asleep. Reflexive verbs are verbs where the action returns to the actor. Despertarse, levantarse, sentarse, bañarse, lavarse, cepillarse, peinarse, ponerse. All of these verbs, specifically on this page, are kind of daily routines. So, reflexive verbs in the infinitive form all finish with the reflexive pronoun se, reírse, divertirse, despertarse, levantarse, lavarse. One of the tricks with these verbs is that not only do you have to conjugate the verb itself, so like reír, divertir, despertar, but then you also have to conjugate the reflexive pronoun. Okay, it's a two-step process when conjugating reflexive verbs. Actions that you do to yourself. He brushes his teeth. I bathe myself. They get themselves ready. We prepare ourselves. You comb your hair. Okay, so imagine the reflexive pronoun as the yourself or myself, himself. He dresses himself, right? Here you have a quick chart table. If you want to take a screenshot of that, you can take a screenshot of the whole screen if you'd like. But I get myself up at 6 a.m. every day. You know, nobody gets you up, right? I mean, maybe you have help and somebody hits you, but at some point you have to get yourself up. You get on your 2 feet. You move at some point. So, me levanto a las 6 de la mañana todos los días. Here we have levanto, right? So, I get up, right? And then me is going to be the myself. I get myself up. You brush your own teeth every day. Te cepillas los dientes todos los días. So you brush, cepillas, you brush your teeth, right? You brush yours, or you brush your own teeth todos los días. Something I want to say, I want to interject, is that reflexive verbs in sentences do not translate perfectly without any friction. They're not always just absolutely literal word-for-word translations. You have to understand what is being said and then speak appropriately in either English or in Spanish. She dresses herself every day. Third example, ella se viste todos los días. Viste, from the verb vestirse. So she dresses herself. Ella se viste todos los días. I want to bring a distinction between reflexive pronouns and subject pronouns. Subject pronouns are the pronouns who determine who is doing the action. The reflexive pronoun tells you who the action returns to. Okay? And with reflexive verbs, you are always going to have matching subject pronouns and reflexive pronouns. So, the se is moved from the end of the infinitive to the beginning of the conjugation. When conjugating these verbs, you move the se from the end to the beginning and you conjugate it. For yo, it's going to be me, right? Yo me ducho. I shower myself. Tú te duchas. Él or ella se ducha. Alright, so ducharse, to shower oneself. Divertirse, to have fun. Right? When you have fun, it's literally you are making the decision or allowing yourself to have fun. You're smiling on the outside, maybe on the inside as well. Vestirse, to dress oneself. Nos vestimos. A nosotros nos vestimos. We dress ourselves. Ellos se visten. They dress themselves. Okay, and this is what I was referring to earlier. Your subject pronouns and reflexive pronouns. And I want you to see that reflexive pronouns, they go right on top of each other, right? So if you have yo, you're going to have me. If you have nosotros, you're going to have nos. Reflexive pronouns and subject pronouns serve different purposes. Subject pronoun tells you who's doing the action, and the reflexive pronoun tells you to where the action is returning. 3 more examples. I wash my hands. Yo me lavo las manos. We take off our gloves. Nosotros nos sacamos los guantes. Okay. Notice, the subject pronoun is conveyed within the verb conjugation. From the very beginning of when you start learning to conjugate, you know that the verb ending, so right here, lavo, from the verb lavar, well, it has an o ending, so it's going to be yo, and that's understood. You are allowed to leave the subject pronoun off. Me lavo las manos. I do not encourage you to leave the subject pronoun off. I encourage you to place it. It's okay to err on the side of redundancy. They wake themselves up at 6 a.m. every morning. Ellos se despiertan a las 6 cada mañana. Se despiertan. They wake themselves at 6 every morning. Okay. And then here's not quite a comprehensive list, but just definitely a good list to get you started with reflexive verbs and their translations. Remember that these are all things that you do to yourself. If the action doesn't return to the actor, then it is not a reflexive verb. Again, my name is Andres Betancourt, and I'm so thankful that you guys are watching and tuning in to iUniversity Prep Movies. Let us know what we can do for you and how we can better serve you. See you next time.